This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by Go to My PC. Hey, what's up guys, Soldier Knows Best here. This is my review of the Nokia Lumia 900. This is a Windows phone that came out with a lot of buzz, and Microsoft and also AT&T were really pushing this phone. So I'm going to talk about the design, the hardware, the cameras, the OS, and whether this is going to be a good buy for you. So first we're going to take a look at the design and the hardware. Let me first go ahead and start off and say that this is probably the best feeling smartphone I've ever held in my hand. It has just a nice shape to it that feels very comfortable in your hand. It only comes in at about 5.6 ounces, so it's not that heavy at all, and it just feels great. I mean, I've never held anything, well, I can't say that, but I have held other things in my hand that felt better, but I would say that this phone tops my list for cell phones that feel great. And I can't even finish. You can get it in a few different colors, from black to blue to white. And also the good thing is that this is not really paint. The entire shell itself is one solid color. So if you do scratch the phone itself, it's really not going to show. You're not going to really see any type of silver scratch marks on it, because the entire shell itself is that one solid color. And this phone features a 4.3-inch clear black AMOLED display, which is Gorilla Glass as well, so it's going to be nice and tough. It also has a resolution of 800 by 480, which matched up against some of the top smartphones out there, the iPhone 4S and a lot of other different phones from Android. The resolution is really not going to be able to cut it as far as matching those, but it's not too bad to the point where you're going to be squinting your eyes. But again, if you ever use one of the phones with a better resolution, it will be a step down for you. And all the buttons for this phone are on the right hand side, so you will find the volume buttons, the dedicated camera button, and also the power button. And I find myself that I particularly don't like this type of style, because I find myself accidentally hitting these buttons on a number of occasions while I was testing out this phone. And this phone also does feature 3 capacitive buttons at the bottom of the screen. One's going to be for search, one's going to be able to go back, and also one's going to be a Windows Home button. And at the top of the phone, you will find a 3.5mm headphone jack, the micro USB port is going to be used for charging and syncing, and also the SIM card slot. Now, talking about battery life real quick, I will say you will be able to get a full day's use out of this phone. I was on multiple occasions. Now, if you are going to be using the 4G LTE speeds for different things, you will find that that time will decrease a little bit. But Nokia says you should be able to get around 7 hours of talk time if you're going to be mostly using it for voice. And I will say that that is pretty accurate. And now I was going to talk about what's going on the inside of this phone. You will find a 1.4 gigahertz single core processor, 512 megabytes of RAM, 4G LTE speeds on AT&T's network, and also 16 gigabytes of internal storage. But you also do get included 25 gigabytes of Microsoft SkyDrive storage, which is basically cloud storage for you. And now I was going to talk about the cameras on the 900. It does have a 1 megapixel front-facing camera, and the rear-facing camera is 8 megapixels, but it can only record in 720p HD video. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up and show you some pictures and some video and be a judge for yourself.
Lumia Hotel is Lumia at Mexico. Trip includes round-trip flights to St. Louis, transfers to the resort. Welcome to a good start, free vacation.
So as you can see, the cameras on the 900 are about average for a cell phone nowadays. I wasn't totally impressed with any of the pictures or the videos, but it will get the job done. Now I was going to talk about the OS and the software on this phone. So this phone is running Windows Phone 7.5 Mango, which is the latest offering from Microsoft in their cell phone OS. And I would say, even though this is only a single core processor, the hardware on this phone really does handle the OS pretty well. I didn't have any problems, any hangups, and really any hiccups while I was navigating through the OS. Now the Windows Phone OS is going to be something you either hate or love, no matter what the phone is. But I will say again, Windows Phone OS does a really good job with that tile interface. It is very nice and easy to navigate and open up applications on the fly. But also having a dedicated camera button integrated with the OS is going to be very nice and efficient to be able to take pictures on the go. But you would notice the pictures that you do take, and also to any text on this phone, because the display is only 800 by 480, they're not going to look the best that they can, especially against some of the other top competitors in the cell phone market today. Now, of course, the biggest gripe of the Windows Phone OS, which the Lumia cannot escape, is that the app marketplace is not the biggest at all. Now, you will find all the basic applications like Netflix and Facebook and Twitter and things like that, but having a big selection of games and other applications that other cell phone platforms have, you just won't find that here with Windows Phone 7. Now, with that being said, it does have a lot of good core applications like the Xbox Live app, and if you do do have AT&T Uverse, that would be great. And also the ESPN Sports Hub is something that I really do like a lot. But again, this operating system could benefit from a bigger selection of applications. Alright guys, so we're coming to the end of my review of the Nokia Lumia 900. So what do I think about this phone? Well, I have to say that this phone is not that bad at all. The best things I think it does have going for it is the design of it. It's very comfortable to hold in your hand. It's very nice, solid design, which you can kind of come to expect from Nokia. The cameras are okay. The cameras will get the job done, but I have seen better, and that also goes along with the display as well. The display could definitely benefit for a higher bump in resolution there. But I will say that the Windows Phone 7.5 operating system does run very smoothly on this hardware. Now, if you're not a big fan of the Windows Phone operating system, I don't think this phone is going to be the one to make you want to switch from your iOS or your Android cell phone. But with that being said, if you're interested to try out a Windows Phone for the first time, or you're a big fan of the OS, I think this is a pretty good solid phone, again, for $100 on contract. I don't think it's that bad at all. So anyway guys, this is my review of the Nokia Lumia 900. But before we head out here, let's going to take one last look at our sponsor for this video. Today's sponsor is Go to My PC, which is an awesome solution to be able to access your computer, whether it's at your home or at your office, no matter where you are in the world, using your iPhone, using your iPad, or another computer. So you download the software on all those different devices, and now you're able to remote back into your computer, and you'll be able to see the screen just like you were there sitting in front of it. It has a virtual keyboard and also a virtual mouse that you can use and move around with your finger, or another mouse, of course, if you're using the computer. But anyway, you can move that virtual mouse around and navigate and click on everything. So if you need to send off an email, or in my case, upload a YouTube video, you can do that very easily using this software. And so you can try Go to My PC today with a special 30-day free trial just for my viewers. Visit gotomypc.com and click on the try free button and enter in the promo code SOLDIER. Then download the free app to your iPad or iPhone. That's gotomypc.com, try free with the promo code SOLDIER. Alright guys, again, thanks for watching this video. Please leave a comment down below what you think about this phone. This is something that you may pick up. And thanks for watching guys, and I will catch you later. Peace.